Kashmir was amazing, we said heaven on earth, right?
Yes.
So there's a reason for it. I mean, it's beautiful, it's pleasant, the air you breathe is fantastic. And not just that, I think most importantly, the people there. I think they make it heaven on earth. Pata hai, jab Asur 2 release hone wala tha, there's this guy on Instagram, he would message, he started like that. Day 1 of asking when is Asur 2 releasing, and he asked me for some 60, 70 days. Every day he would message day 2 of asking when is Asur 2 releasing, day 3 of asking. So we still haven't reached that stage. There's this phase in between after lockdown where I started making these reels and stuff, and then one day I saw and I thought, what am I doing? This is not me. See, I think I thrive in uncertainty, unpredictability. I really thrive in it. I needed to work on myself as an actor. And then I took a break, consciously, 2-year break. I said no to everything that came my way because I realized I wasn't ready for it.
Hi, this is Asur from Take One Filmy, and today I have with me, good looks. I'm gonna again say this today. I said the same last time also.
Sir.
A very warm welcome to Take One, Gaurav.
Thank you, Siddharth.
It's pleasure meeting you all over again.
Same here. And thanks for having me here.
How have you been?
Wonderful.
All good?
Only getting better.
And all praises now, na? Say, we're meeting at a time, so ऐसे सिर्फ तारीफें से गिर रही हो.
Maybe as I mean, just in life. Of course, that makes it even better. But yeah, I'm good.
उसके पहले मुझे ये पूछना है, you do certain projects and then you vanish.
Oh,
and then you again come back.
Okay.
And then you do certain projects and then you vanish. How, is it a conscious thing or how do you go about it? And also, how did Tanav happen to you?
First, let's say how did Tanav happen? Tanav, the first credit, I think it goes to Mukesh Chabra. He made it happen. He was the first person to actually make it happen. And then we did the first round of audition, and then Nivas, the director on Tanav, then he tested me for the second round. And then for the third round, Sudhir sir, he came and he tested me for the third round. And when they were all like, कि जितनी गलतियाँ ढूंढनी हमने सब ढूंढनी, but अभी भी यही हमारा al-Damishq है. When they had, then it was like, yeah, now he's the guy. And I'm so glad it happened. And I also remember that during one of the reading sessions before we went on floors, Sudhir sir was sitting and he was like, Sun, सारा शो तुझ पे डिपेंड करता है and you have to do well. If you don't do well, the show is not going to work. I said, sir, please don't so much pressure. मुझे डराओ मत. Yeah. And what was the first part of the question?
Well, like you suddenly vanish, and then
so I think
it's amazing Fadu projects.
No, matlab is that I'm lucky to be doing all of this, but also having said that, I think it's important when you talk, when you have something to talk about, right? And all these projects like Tanav was a very difficult shoot. We shot for 110 days over a period of almost a year, not like 6 months, and then a lot of post-production. So then it was a huge, 12 episodes. So it took us long time, and now I'm very happy to be here.
How was Kashmir?
Kashmir was amazing, we said heaven on earth, right?
Yes.
So there's a reason for it. I mean, it's beautiful, it's pleasant, the air you breathe is fantastic, and not just that, I think most importantly, the people there. I think they make it heaven on earth. So yeah, I had a great experience. It was wonderful.
A little did I know that we'll have a Kashmir Connect when we'll meet. Take one.
Yes, yes, absolutely. Yeah.
But you also shot in the real
absolutely.
crowd?
We
कैसे किया?
हमने लोगों के घर में शूट किया है. उनके घरों में, उनकी दुकानों में जाके शूट किया है. And most of the locations in the show, they're live locations. We've gone to the markets in a busy street of Kashmir. Almost 90% of the show is shot on live locations. And the good part is it adds a lot of character. So when I say the people are also very good, it's because of the experience we've had shooting in these locations. No one ever told us that they're having a problem, or no one ever created a ruckus. We've gone and shot inside their houses. They were so warm and they were so lovely. And also, because it's a sensitive issue, sort of, so the best takeaway was that people in Kashmir, they've seen season 1 of Tanav and they really liked it. So when you're narrating a story about a certain sect of audience, and if they have liked it, that is the parameter of success. Yeah, so they were so happy that we're shooting again and the season 2 is coming, and yeah, it was wonderful.
You just said parameter of success. What's parameter of success for you?
See, I mean, I used to have a lot earlier. There were a lot of expectations attached earlier to everything that I did in life. But now, that was one of the Tanav that I had in my life earlier. And now I think I'm letting go of all of that. No more Tanav. When you have expectations, I think that's the cause of biggest heartache. So I've let go of all the expectations. Now my job is done. Now whatever is coming in my way, it's just I'm enjoying that. So there is no ki aisa hona chahiye, waisa hona chahiye. It's done. So I don't really, no more expectation, no more Tanav in life.
Personally.
Only on the screen.
I introduced you as good looks. Have you heard people also call you Fawad Khan? They see some resemblance.
No, I would rather be like Gaurav. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah,
ऐसा मुझे reply करने का मन किया था उन comments पर. The originality is there, no?
Yeah. See, he's a lovely actor. He's got great personality. And since you're comparing it to a nice man, I would say.
Yeah.
But I'd rather be Gaurav.
Of course.
Yeah.
No other way should be there.
Yeah, absolutely.
इसके पहले मैं बोल जाऊँ, I really want to know Asur 3 के बारे में.
I don't think I can talk about it, but I think there's something.
There's something if you can't talk about it.
I think so. There is something happening.
Yeah, because एकदम ऐसे मोड पे छोड़ा था.
But पता है जब Asur 2 release होने वाला था, there's this guy on Instagram, he would message, he started like that. Day 1 of asking when is Asur 2 releasing, and he asked me for some 60-70 days. Every day he would message, day 2 of asking when is Asur 2 releasing, day 3 of asking. So we still haven't reached that stage.
I'm curious to know कितने दिन हो गए हैं.
60-70 days continuously he messaged me. But I hope they do make a season 3 because it's such a wonderful franchise that they have. It's a great property, yeah. And we all had a great time shooting.
We talked about it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Acting and is such a fickle business. One day you have lots of work and one day you don't. A person does it. How do you manage to stay sane when things are not happening maybe as per you planned it?
See, I think I thrive in uncertainty, unpredictability. I really thrive in it. And see, I don't know how to say it, but I see a lot of people, they have this by default life. What I mean is that you finish your school, by default, if you're a commerce student, you will do BBA or BCom, and by default, you will do MBA. By default, if you want to study more, you will go to IIM, whatever. By default, you will get a job. So, but then for 2 years, you will work in a particular firm. Then by default, you will get a better package. You will move to a different company. You will work there for 2 more years. You're partying. You still have your friends. You meet in the evenings. And by default, you'll find a partner in life. Then by default, all your time will go to her. Then by default, 2 years later, you'll move to another company and then you'll get married and whatever. So there's no choice here. Everything is happening by default. But having said that, that gives you a lot of grounding, a lot of anchoring, a lot of simplicity in life. And if that works for people, it's wonderful. But for me, I thrive in unpredictability. Like everything that's happened is a choice that I made. It didn't happen by default.
Right.
So I really thrive in it. In terms of everything, even in terms of life, work, life, all of it. Yeah.
By default, you've literally given life plans of a lot of people away.
I'm saying, I'm not saying in a bad way.
I get it.
For you,
I get it.
And simplicity is beautiful. If you can achieve that in life, I think you're sorted. But I thrive in chaos.
That makes sense. Everyone is constructed in a different way.
Yes.
I get it, right? We were talking about social media. You said, लोग comment कर रहे थे Asur पे. मुझे ये जानना है, do you feel pressurized when it comes to handling social media and the post?
I sort of do in a way that
सर पे चढ़ के ऐसे बोलते डालो post डालो.
हाँ, वो होता है मेरे साथ. Because it doesn't come very naturally to me. There was this phase in between after lockdown where I started making these reels and stuff, and then one day I saw and I thought, what am I doing? This is not me. Like I'm trying to become someone. See, it doesn't come to me. So I'm trying. I need to do a little more, but I need to figure out my own way of doing it. But that is a pressure, yeah. मेरे लिए है, but some people really enjoy it and they do a great job. Right. I'm not one of them, unfortunately, yeah.
Do you reply to your comments? Or maybe fan DMs?
I do. So, I have a lock on my Instagram because what happens is वो इतना time consuming है, you don't even realize कब आपने phone उठा लिया. मैंने शायद किसी और चीज़ के लिए उठाया था. But मैंने Instagram खोल लिया. Now I am just going through reels and 3 घंटे. I've put a lock on my Instagram. So see, that's what I'm so bad at it. I've put a lock on the app where it's like 5 minute में अपने आप lock हो जाता है वापस. And if you have to unlock, it says, is this important?
Really?
Yeah.
There's a feature?
No, because a lot of my time was going into it. So, I mean, I do reply to comments or messages which are very thoughtful and creative, not just random.
Also, I want to talk about, Broken But Beautiful Season 5 has been announced. I'm sure लोगों ने पूछा होगा and I'm going to do the same. Are there any chances we are seeing you over there?
I really hope you do, yeah. Ma'am, Ekta ma'am, if you're listening, please. Mushroom was the only one left broken in season 2. So,
and beautiful.
Well, thank you. Yeah, broken pieces are always beautiful.
And this reminds me that Chitwan from TVF ka ek Baba You Beautiful wala sound, Baba You Beautiful. Have you seen Triplings?
No, I have.
Okay, I'll tell you the context later.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Before I move on to my next segment, lastly, I want to ask, when you come in an unknown city and then you get your first project and it doesn't pan out the way it was intended. Are you someone who, did you take it to your heart or you were like, okay, chuck it, move on?
No, it did affect me for a very long time. I mean, I got into a shell and I didn't know, everything seemed very dark and I didn't know what's the way forward. So it did affect me, but then I realized, if this is what I want to pursue in my life, then I rather work on myself. I needed to work on myself as an actor. And then I took a break, consciously, 2-year break. I said no to everything that came my way because I realized I wasn't ready for it. The only thing that I did was I just worked on myself as an actor for 2 years. And I knew, even while I was doing this, there were a lot of other pressures as well. you got to pay your bills. But that the day I come out of this is going to be the golden phase of my life because failure teaches you.
Of course.
And I have improved as an actor and it's a never-ending journey. But yeah, it was a good phase.
Wow. What's next?
What's next? There's this series for Ekta ma'am again, which we finished shooting for. It's going to come out soon. And there are a couple of more things happening, but let's see. I think I'm very superstitious about it.
Are we seeing a Dharma collaboration?
I wish. I really wish.
Because I know you really admire.
I really wish. They're the best in the business, one of the best in the business, and why not? I would love that.
On that note, thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
It was a pleasure talking to you all over again.
Thank you.
I'll see you soon.
Thank you.
And thank you.